Get ready. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Start. Sir, I know that the Cinematograph Amendment Bill 2008 is only a further elaboration of the Act of 2002 and what has already been laid down in the rules regarding the composition of the Board of Film Censors and the constitution of advisory panels is sought to be brought into the Principal Act. Therefore, sir, there is not much to be said on this amendment bill, which is the result, as has been pointed out, of the experience gained in the working of the Act for the past 6 years. Nevertheless, I would like the Honorable Minister to consider the following 2 points for being suitably included in the amending bill, and I hope that this can be done. The first point is that there should be some carefully thought out criteria for the selection of the chairman and members of the censor board as well as of the advisory panels. The minister may kindly say if any set of rules has already been laid down for fixing qualifications for such membership. I feel, sir, that this is a very vital point to be considered, especially when we are considering the question of children's films. I am interested in children's films as an educationist, and therefore I am very anxious that nothing that would be harmful to children should be released in cinema houses. I also feel that certain eminent persons in the field of education and culture and personalities commanding people's confidence should be requested to serve on such boards and panels so that certain proper standards might be set up in the selection of films. Films, as we all know, whatever may be said by certain sections of critics, have come to stay, and it is a mighty weapon exercising its influence on the minds of young and old, for good or for evil. Hence, in all countries, it has been realized that children's films should be different from films for adults, and that the themes, background, and projection of ideas and idols should be chosen with extreme care, and for all this, expert educationists, persons with insight into the child mind, and experts in child psychology are necessary. Artists also should be of the right kind for directing the form and content of films for children. We have in our education distinct stages from nursery schools to the secondary schools. The Hoover Commission was appointed to study contemporary modern trends in the USA, and it observed as far back as 1933 that films had injurious influence on the minds of the young. Research conducted by various social scientists, psychologists, and educationists in Western countries reveals that the impressions received by the young by seeing pictures made primarily from the adult point of view, and especially with sex crimes, tend to inculcate in their conscious and subconscious minds an urge to live the type of experiences that they visually witness on the screen. In our country, sir, similar efforts have been made to prepare films suitable for children. The Cultural Film Society, a voluntary organization in Delhi, was started in 2002 for showing foreign films in Delhi and to focus the attention of the government and of the people on the need for special films for children and also their value. This society, I must say here, thanks to the keen interest evinced by our Honorable Minister and the support given by the Government of India, established a Children's Film Society in 1955. I take this opportunity to congratulate the Honorable Minister on the good seed he had been instrumental in sowing in this direction, because the Children's Film Society is progressing from strength to strength. It only requires more and more support in order to release suitable films for children. I need not go into details. I shall mention only the main objectives of the Children's Film Society. Its purpose is to produce films for children and adolescents, to bring about adaptations of foreign children's films for our requirements, and through children's films clubs to create or inculcate a sense of appreciation in the minds of children for such films, and establish children's film theatres. The Children's Film Society, sir, has taken a great deal of interest in this work. Many films have been produced and adaptations made. Finally, sir, may I appeal to this House that in the interest of our younger generation and sound education, and to build a happy and healthy nation, a special classification of children's films should be made. This positive approach should be made instead of merely a negative one of including children's films in the universal category. In order to promote this separate classification, I feel that sufficient direction should go from the so-called film censors. We should have highly qualified people as censors, and they should give proper direction in regard to the type of films that should be produced for the children of our country.